Yo, 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 what's up, world? This is your boy Tricky Ricky, and these are my 2 cents. All right, so look, guys, in my last video, I did a critique of my new RodeCaster Pro podcast interface. It's a very good device, man. In fact, I would like to go back on the record to retract the statement that I made regarding this device in the advanced setting about the noise gate being really heavy on the threshold. Although I still dislike the fact that I can't change my settings manually on all of those. But it turns out it was my microphone. That old microphone that I had, trash. It doesn't work too good with that. So what I did, I went out and purchased some boom arms. I got my microphones. I purchased new microphones, by the way. I purchased new mic cables, the really, really thick industrial grade ones or something. I don't know. They're real thick, but they work really good. I don't have that problem anymore. Okay. So after working with this device over the past couple of days, I've compiled a series of podcasts. This morning, I woke up. I came and powered this thing up. I did my final podcast, and then I ejected the little micro SD card and put it into the adapter, plugged it into the side of my MacBook Pro, thinking that I would be able to convert my WAV file from my podcast to MP3 so I can in part upload it to my server for on-demand playback. It didn't work. Why? Because there isn't an audio converter on the face of this earth that can convert the actual file from the RodeCaster Pro and convert that file to MP3. So I started up Pro Tools first. I imported the file into Pro Tools first. Man, my mind was blown when I saw that one single file turned into 14 channels. And in those 14 channels was everything that I'd done in my podcast. I didn't know it. You know, I've seen several videos about this device before I purchased it. I read the articles and everything. I guess if anyone have mentioned it, that one went over my head. I missed that one, but it really blew my mind to see all of my work spread right back out for me to assign all the necessary plugins to each channel. Now, mind you, I did say Pro Tools first. There is the free version of Pro Tools, okay? So as I'm working, I'm assigning plugins. I get up to the ceiling, boom, I bump my head because I reached the capacity, which means that program is limited. I can only have so many ins and outs assigned. I can only have so many plugins assigned on the inserts. It messed my whole world up. So I'm thinking to myself, what do I do? Do I go downstairs into the in-home studio that I have, start up Pro Tools 9 and do it there? I'm like, I don't want to have to start my work here and go somewhere else. It's still in the same house, but I want to start here, finish here, okay? So I wasn't about to get on board with a subscription for Pro Tools first when I already own Pro Tools HD. I'm not going to go and purchase, what was that? Logic for like $199? No, I have Pro Tools. I don't need to spend that. I don't want Reaper. Yo, Coco. Hyperallergenic fruit bat brown dog. Stop barking on my videos. As I was saying, I don't want Reaper. I don't want Audition. I tried GarageBand. Crappy. Completely horrible. Deleted it immediately until I reached out to a friend, man. You guys ain't gonna believe this. But before I get to that part, I went to Rode's website, and turns out every software that I listed is listed as the ones that are compatible with this interface. But I got with my friend, and my friend was telling me about this software that has been around for quite some time. It's called Ardour. I'm sorry. Before I go any further, this is not a paid sponsorship. I would like to share this information with everyone else who uses the RodeCaster Pro and who's looking for a more cost-efficient program to help them produce or post-produce their podcasts as they can with the big name digital audio workstations. I'm not affiliated with Ardour whatsoever. I just like this software and I thought I'd share it with you. So check this out. Make your way over to ardour.org. As you look at the screen, you can see that this system here has a very attractive layout and user interface, man. Look at that. You can assign all your plugins. This is how your mixer matrix look. And you can obviously assign control consoles to this thing, you know. But anyways, I click download. I got excited. I'm like, yes, I'm ready to run the program. Okay, choose my operating system. It's compatible with Linux. It's compatible with Windows. As you can see, I have a Mac, so OS X applies to me. Click this thing. All right, I get here this morning, and I'm like, man, the thing is free, but they only want a donation. All right, it's free, but they only want a donation. I have no problem with giving them a donation because at least I can get a free copy of this for minimum amount to try it out because it looks so good. I think it's going to perform well. So I give them $5. It's either that or $45 for current release and future upgrades in the future. But you can pay one-time donation here and you can use this current version for as long as you wish until you wish to move forward, whether you pay another donation or purchase it. So I get this software here, man, and I open it up, and then I had imported my files. Man, I'm trying to get here. All right, here we go. I imported my files into it and everything. It did everything that Pro Tools would do. It sounded good. But look at this. You start a new session. As you can see, I have on my podcast here. So for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and create a fresh one. All right. So yes, let's use an empty template. And we're going to name this one here Test Run. All righty. So we're going to make sure I got that correct. Yeah. Test Run. Open Test Run. Pay attention. Right now, the core audio is stopped. Okay, before you go any further, go down here. If you're going to use this interface for the purpose of mix only, make sure you turn this off so you don't get any feedback through your microphone. Either that or mute the USB fader on your RodeCaster Pro or turn the volume all the way down. It's up to you, you know. But I believe, yeah, in fact, you need to leave your USB fader up. Don't mute it. Leave it alone. Just make sure the input is none. Under output, assign RodeCaster Pro stereo. Make sure you select the same frame rate, 48 kilohertz, as the RodeCaster calls for. Make sure that is 48. Their buffer size, it just depends on the computer. Right now, I have mine's at 1024 for the sake of, you know, conserving resources, but I have a pretty strong machine, which is neither here nor there. Okay, so next, we start core audio. What happens is a window is going to open, all righty? So here it is. We got this blank template, master fader over here. So let's go over here and we're going to import a file. We import the file. So let's look at something. Let me look at my desktop. Let's go in here. And I think that would be a little bit more. Yeah, that might be a little hilarious. I did a test run with my son. That was the very first one. So I'll go ahead and select this one. Pay attention to everything around you. Make sure you got 14 channels at 48,000 hertz. Yeah, wave. It's signed at 24-bit PCM. As you can see, all my meters here are jumping because it's pre-playing the audio files in it. These are the active channels in my podcast. So it's showing you that in the matrix. Okay, all this stuff checks out. So now we're going to import it. Yeah, it's going to take a second. they imported every single thing. Look at that. All these channels, that's the actual podcast as it would be shown in the Pro Tools. Some of them are inactive, they're blank. I'm not even going to delete these things because I don't want to delete something that is actually supposed to be there. So here are all my waveforms for all the channels that I have. Alrighty, go to Window, Audio MIDI Setup. We got none set for an input device. We have RodeCaster Pro stereo for my output. We have it at 48,000 hertz at 1,024 samples. Whatever samples you want to use is up to you. This is how I got mine set up, so just don't do it because I'm doing it. You know, whatever fits you. All right. So everything plays. Let's see if we can get a playback. Let me adjust my volume so we don't blow your ears out. This is your dog, Tricky Ricky, and you are listening to My 2 Cents on Alabama's Finest, and I have a very special guest with me. You see it's playing back, correct? Alrighty, so let's go to the mixer matrix. Another thing that I like is you can use premium plugins that you've purchased with this device. Man, my mind was blown. So I go and make a new plugin. I look by the creator. We have some that are Apple audio units. We have Ardour Task Force, Ardour Team. They made some plugins, Harrison consoles. I guess that's for the console thing you've seen on the website. This is presets for those, perhaps. And then we have the other ones, Isotope. Okay, yeah, so we're here. Let's go into the audio units, and I'm going to select Neutron. Alrighty. Right now, we have, you see it? My son is moving, is active. So we're going to select a preset for this one here. No vocals. And like that on the air, but listen. Alrighty, so we're going to go into vocals, and we're going to do a dynamic vocal de-esser, the de-ess the thing. So you notice that now is latency, right? So to fix that, we're gonna solo. We solo the main channel. Everything will pass through. All the audio will pass through the main channel. Hey, knock it off. God damn, darn it. Mute every channel that is not in use. That's how you eliminate the latency. Another thing, the higher you have your USB fader up, it will create latency. So if you can go in the plug-in, you can also set it up to where it will activate the feature for zero latency. Hey, you hyperallergenic fruit bat, close your beak. You're messing up my video. So now, what's here? Zero latency. Shut up. Not playing. Zero latency.
Play with my toys, play with Spider-Man and Penguin and Toad.
Penguin and Toad. So as you can see, the latency is gone. There is zero latency. Ardour can get this thing done. So as the weeks progress, and as I work more and more with this particular digital audio workstation with the RodeCaster Pro, I will create more tutorials and post them online for the sake of conserving time, because as you can see, I've taken a great deal of your time talking about this particular interface. It's very attractive. It works. It works with the RodeCaster Pro. $5. I donated $5 and got a completely, fully featured digital audio workstation that is compatible with the RodeCaster Pro that will accept all incoming channels. You can also record directly into this thing. The outputs is fed out to your monitors, the corresponding monitors. I mean, try it out. If you are new or you're thinking about getting a RodeCaster Pro and you're considering it, and you find out you need a digital audio workstation, but you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars for the top name brands, you might want to try Team Ardour. It's open source, it's free. All they asked for is a donation. I only gave these guys $5 and they gave me this. All right, so that sums up this video right here. Stay tuned. I'll be back with more tutorials for Ardour on My 2 Cents.